Hey, what's up, guys? It's Luke, and you're watching Luke the Gathering. I just got back from Friday Night Magic. It's New Capenna draft, and 1 and 2. Won my first game, was feeling great, got to the second game, and it all just fell apart. It was horrible. Some bad draws, flooding out a bit in land. I guess that happens in Magic, but I will tell you, I was really disappointed in my second hand. I had to mulligan, and it was all land, and it was all basically the same hand I had the first game with one less card, and it wasn't pretty. But, I don't want to mulligan twice. That feels really bad, so I didn't do that. Anyways, I thought the deck was decent. Really, I did, and I had some decent cards. I was close to getting 2-1 instead of 1-2. It feels a lot different to be 2-1 than 1-2. So let's take a look at the deck and see what you think of the deck. It was a straight Dimir deck. That means just blue and black. When I drafted the first card out of the pack, it really set me in blue, which you'll see which card it was in a moment here. And then black sort of just was pretty open, so I went with black. And I thought the deck was decent. I think it should have done better. It really should have done better, and maybe I should have just played better. So that's another thing. Can't always just blame the cards, right? But let me know what you think of the deck that I drafted. I don't think it needed a third color, really. I think the cards were decent, but you tell me. Let's take a look at the deck right now. Oh yeah, also at the end of the tournament, before I go through the deck, I did, for the one win, I did get a draft booster pack, so we'll take a look at that pack. And I also just bought 2 collector boosters while I was at it, so we'll check out what's in there. Hopefully we'll get some good luck. Anyways, the deck. So first off, we got All-Seeing Arbiter. That was my pack 1, pick 1. Very strong card in Limited, I feel. And it was strong. When I got it out, we were just winning the game. Flying. Whenever All-Seeing Arbiter enters the battlefield or attacks, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. So, really nice, just draw card engine by itself. Flying 5/4 is hard to deal with. And then whenever you discard a card, target creature an opponent controls gets -X/-0 until your next turn, where X is the number of different mana values among cards in your graveyard. So, that's a pretty nice ability. It doesn't kill creatures because it just takes their power away, but still a very good ability. Run Out of Town. Some of these cards are actually in my sideboard, so it's mixed in here. But this was in and out of the sideboard quite often. Run Out of Town, Witness Protection, Rooftop Nuisance. Dust Mangler was kind of an all-star. Because I was flooding out so badly, whenever I drew this card, it wasn't difficult to play it. And so this card actually did a good amount of work. Dust Mangler, good job. Graveyard Shift. This was to get cards like Dust Mangler back or other things. It ended up getting back in the sideboard. It was in the main deck, but it never did much. Here's the Lackey at 1 mana. Not a big deal card here. Gilded Pinions, because I had some bigger power guys like the Mangler. I thought maybe Gilded Pinions would work. Plus it gives you a treasure. That's kind of nice. It never really did much in the deck, really. Midnight Assassin. This is the card that I have 3 of in the deck. And I drew all 3 in my second game within like the first 3 turns. And this and land was all I had. The guy just rolled over me, so that was sucky. I just couldn't do a whole lot with these Midnight Assassins. That's all I had on board. I mean, they're good at just kind of blocking and holding off, but when they can remove them, when they can just use things that they don't need to get rid of them, it's not a great feeling. Broker's Veteran, I like him a lot. Murder, I got Murder. Great card, but I literally hardly ever drew it. Same thing with Revel Ruiner. Make Disappear was decent. Another Run Out of Town. Here's another Midnight Assassin, another 2. Fake Your Own Death. Really never drew this card. Crooked Custodian, rarely drew. Girder Goons, I did draw a few times. Did make a difference on the board. Raffine Silencer also came in handy. The -X when dying didn't come up as much as I wanted it to. And so oftentimes you can get like a 2-for-1 on this thing. Didn't happen much. Another Dust Mangler. This was sideboarded in when I felt like I'm just flooding all the time. And I did flood like almost every game. So I didn't get this copy in because I knew every time it came in it was the foil, and it wasn't this one. Cutthroat Contender, just low curve stuff. Rafine Silencer again, another Murder, and then a Maestro's Theater. So that's all we got. And then sideboard wise, Quick Draw, Dagger came in and out. Just some of the other cards I got, nothing really great in terms of the draft. I did just grab the Giada, Font of Hope, just for fun. And the Maestro's Ascendancy, but I didn't want to put that in because I didn't want to, splash red at all. I had a couple of Make Disappears. Corrupt Court Official was another card I kind of had in. I don't think he's that great. Every time I think he's a nuisance for the opponent, but never a nuisance enough that it did a lot for me. And the Newsy didn't do a whole lot for me this turn either. I love using revised lands, so I got those in the deck as well. So that was the deck. Let me know what you think about it. Maybe it's just a sucky deck. I don't know. Let me know. Let's crack this pack and see what we get inside. Alright, card we had. Fake Your Own Death. Disdainful Stroke. Rafine's Guidance. Sticky Fingers. Civic Gardener. Maestro's Initiate. Shattered Seraph. Racer's Ring. Mayhem Patrol. Ominous Parcel. Out of the Way. Nimble Larcenist. Riveteer's Decoy. Riveteer's Ascendancy is the rare. Whenever you sacrifice a creature, you may return target card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Do this only once per turn. Doesn't seem that great. And Island. I don't know, if this was like the first pack I got, I think I'd be kind of disappointed. I don't know what I would pick out of this, to be honest. They all kind of suck. Shattered? Nah, I really don't know. What if I were to pick something? I'd probably pick this. The Nimble Larcenist, because it's in Obscura. Obscura's a decent family, but I don't know. Nothing great. Hopefully these collector packs aren't that bad. Let's crack into these. See if we can pull out anything that's decent. We have Incriminate, Hold for Ransom, Most Wanted, Buyer Silence, Venom Connoisseur, Rocco, Island, Cormila, Glamour Thief, Mass Bandits, and a Broker's Charm. Going to the rares. Oh, Mythic, Halo Fountain, Determined Iteration, Park Heights Pegasus, Cabaretti Ascendancy, and Reservoir Kraken in the full art. So, I got the Halo Fountain, got a Mythic. I wouldn't say it's the best pack ever. Let's go to our next one. Oop, didn't read any of these. Still not reading. Okay, here we go. We're starting with a Rafine's Tower, Triome. Always decent to get a Triome, I guess. Aerial Extortionist, Jaxus, Broker's Ascendancy. I mean, this is a good card. And Extraction Specialist. So this pack was actually not very good at all. So overall, kind of weak collector's pack. Weak draft. Weak everything today. Hopefully next week will be better. But thanks for watching. I appreciate sticking it out with me in this video. And I'll see you next time.